This one's gonna be a little bit of a different video from my last video. We're working on my dress for the fantasy ball that we have coming up. It's a Met by Moonlight events ball, which is my mom's ball. I'm at most of them, if not all of them. I sell what are called bosun bundles there, which are basically first aid kits for like overstimulation. It's a time traveler's ball, so we're doing a Regency kind of fantasy inspired deal. Do I know what this garment is called specifically? No. Have I been calling it an overcoat, even though I know that's not what it is? Yes. I would like to point out I'm not a seamstress. This is the first thing I've sewn in years, in a long time. So we're kind of winging it. I am kind of out of my element here. But I've been enjoying making it so far. I'm on to the easy parts. This fabric, this underline, this like satiny fabric, hardest thing I've ever had to work with. But you know, we've made it this far, and all we have to do is, you know, make little triangles out of this and cut this up and sew it, and we'll be done. And we'll be good to go. And my fit for Met by Moonlight's next event will be finished for the Time Traveler's Ball. And it's gonna be great, it's gonna be grand, we're gonna have a good time. My current fit is an old dance costume, but it's really comfy and looks normal to the naked eye. And it's like a matching set. I own no matching sets. This is my only matching set. And look at my shoes. Look at the fit, the the slippers with the chunky blue socks. Listen, okay, I from here up was all that needed to look presentable. Don't look at my nails because they're chipped, okay? And the shade is not flattering to my skin tone. But you know what? I like the color lavender, and I deserve to wear pretty colors. Anyways, that's enough rambling out of me. I'm gonna be watching season 2 Shadow and Bone while I work. I lied immediately. I'm not watching Shadow and Bone. I'm watching Rachel Maxey. I just felt guilty for lying to you. You deserve better than that. So, but I'm letting you know now that I did lie. Now I'm watching this instead. He's screaming at me. He's been on a walk today. He has gotten to do things. It's not enough for him. He needs to scream. But I do have Bosun is here. Don't you fret. He's here. He's watching over me while I work. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop procrastinating now, and we're gonna get set up and get started. Bosun, are you out of your mind? We'll put you up here. I hope this isn't too close. Do you feel too close? I apologize, because that's how close you're going to be for a second. I'm an ex-dancer, obviously, since since I earlier said that this was a dance costume. Anyways, I'm an ex-dancer, and whenever I'm like crafting, I stopped dancing because of disability. I hold on desperately to like the little dance things, like whenever I'm walking, like my little pointed feet, and like, you know, I have permanent contemporary warm-up walk, pedestrian walk style, you know, like, you know how like you can pick the way that a Sims walks in like the Sims games. Yeah, I have pedestrian contemporary dance warm-up walk. That's what I have. But when I'm doing my projects, I like notice I'm like hunched over like a little gremlin, like cutting up somebody's gonna get on me for waving my scissors around, and to that I say, I'll wave my blade around all I want. Don't wave your scissors around. But anyways, I like, you know, as I'm cutting, I like notice I'm hunched over. I like force myself to straighten back up, but like, you know, it's just frustrating. I was like, you know, when I was younger, I was like, I'll always have good posture. I'll always shoulders back and like neck extended, lovely ballet posture. And now I'm like hunched over all the time. And it hasn't even been that long since I quit dancing. It's been like 2 years. So all that to say, you know, old habits die hard, but God, can they die fast. Anyways, back to the shenanigans. We have reached the point where I'm getting frustrated. I've cut Oh my god, I've actually made so much progress. Look at how much of that I've cut. Don't mind how jank I'm sure it looks. And if you're a seamstress, how about just like skip this video? How about don't watch, actually? Because I'm sure you're like throwing things at the walls right now. But you know what? We all start somewhere. And some of us start at rock bottom. And also this, like, for a first sewing project that like I've done on my own, this is really ambitious for like a first. Like, there are like 2 different types of fabric in here. I did a lining. Like, guys, be nice to me. Be nice. I'm trying. I was told that's the best thing you can do, is try. That doesn't go for the people in our political offices. You guys should be doing more than trying. But me, a little civilian, trying is the best I have to offer you. So do with that as you will. Little bosun check-in. Back to work. I hope you guys know I have no idea what this angle actually looks like, so if it's bad, apologies. Anyways, I finished. Yay! Okay, it's done, which means now I get to sew. I get to sew it like this. It actually can like sit flat now. I'm so proud. I'm so pleased. I am really excited to be done with this project because I put so much work into it, and I'm like low-key so tired of working on it. I've been working on it for months, like on and off. Like, my mom, she had a matching one, finished hers way before me. I just like burnt out of steam. But you know, as a disabled person, this is enough. To finish any project is enough. Look at all my scraps. So nice, so glamorous. We're gonna go find pens, pen this, and then sew it, and then immediately regret it later when I realize I've messed up in some way. I got a needle in my mouth and on these items. You're so fucking cute. She's all pinned up. I'm realizing now I have no idea where I'm actually supposed to sew. So I don't know if I'm supposed to go below or above. I'm assuming below for like the most amount of security, but I'm not actually sure. I am absolutely about to text my mother and bug her at work to ask her. We'll begin again after she gets back to me. Verdict hath been returned, so below the line of pens. However, comma, I am now becoming increasingly anxious about messing this up. So I think I'm gonna take a food break. I also haven't eaten that much today, and it is currently 3 o'clock, which I've only been out for 3 hours anyways. I sleep in late because I'm sick all the time, every day of my life. We're gonna go take a break. We're gonna go eat some waffles, and then we'll return to this with a new, fresh mindset and the confidence that we need to get this done today, because I do really want to finish all, if not most of it today, because the ball is in 13 days. So I have about 2 weeks to get this finished, but in that 13 days, I have a doctor's appointment, I have my girlfriend coming into town, I have my best friend coming into town, so we're gonna be doing a lot. There's gonna be a lot of running around, and my school, my classes start back up. This needs to be done now. It needs to be done now. So we're gonna figure that out. Let's be honest for a second, okay? Can I be honest with you? Will you promise not to tell anybody if I tell you this? I'm supposed to be taking a math exam. I'm supposed to be taking a math placement exam for my university, and I really don't want to. Instead of procrastinating, I'm doing something productive that also needs to get done in its place. And then once I finish this, then I'll do my math placement exam that I was supposed to do back in January, and it's not March. You know, math's not that important anyways, guys. And I'm gay, and so, like, really, it's honestly kind of homophobic to, like, force me to do math. Even though I do like math, I just haven't done it in 2 years. Over 2 years. It's been a long time. Anyways, we're gonna get to work on this, and then we'll catch back up and finish my dress. This chunk of fabric that's missing, okay? You can't all be perfect, and I messed it up. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm back to doing the same thing. I was finally able to talk to my mom about the things I needed to fix on my overcoat, so we're gonna work on that today. Charcoal, of course, obviously, is still gonna be here. He's not gonna be in my lap the whole time. He's just in my seat when I sat down. But he's very cute. Charcoal, do you have anything you want to share with the class? We're gonna get to work. Hopefully this won't take too long. I have a better idea of what I'm doing now. Charcoal is very clearly very interested in what I'm working on today. So we'll see how much I actually manage to get done with him hopping around over here. But hopefully I'm able to finish up. Today we're watching Swoop. I need to finish Andor. Instead I'm working on my dress. And I can't watch Andor as a background noise thing. And I do have till April 22nd to get through this season. So that I can be caught up by the time season 2 premieres. And then of course once season 2 premieres, I'm sure it'll actually take me another like year and a half to actually watch it. Andor's really good though. If you haven't seen it, you're a Star Wars fan, I definitely recommend it. One of Bosun's capes has an Andor quote on it. Absolutely love the show. I moved for all of 10 seconds and he's back in my seat. 10 seconds. Cats, ladies and gentlemen. We are back to working on the dress and I have way too much energy, but we are in the final stretch. Right now we're in the final stretch. So I'm gonna add this lining to, this trim to this part right here. We're gonna use hook and eyes to like actually make the attachment for the front here, which I'm gonna have to hand sew these on. And then we have my buttons, which I'm also gonna have to hand sew on. Just dropping things left and right. These little buttons, which look like wood grain on them. They're very cute. Final stretch. I am using this to procrastinate homework. I have multiple English assignments due, but technically school doesn't even start until tomorrow. Like I've had the classes have been available to me since Friday. The class doesn't technically start until tomorrow, so really I'm not behind on anything. But my friend is coming into town, so I really need to get this done, and then I really need to get that done before that happens, because I'm not gonna have any more time to sit down and work on this week. So it's getting done tonight. What is it called? Hem the seams. I have to hem the seams, but I might honestly just burn it with a lighter because I'm pretty sure this is synthetic. Let's get to it. I have finished the lining on, not the lining, but adding, my brain's not working. I have finished adding this to my gown, my overcoat, overdress, whatever you want to call this. And so now we're moving on to all the hand sewing bits, which is literally just going to be the hook and eyes to actually close this up, adding those buttons to go on there. And then I'll show you what my final outfit is going to look like. Let's go finish this up, finally. I wasn't filming. That's wild. Because I'm a terrible influencer, I actually forgot to get footage of my dress once it was finished. Rather, what you're going to be seeing here is me helping to prep for the ball, so I'm just folding some brochures for it, as well as working on little packets of earplugs for people to take for free. These balls can be kind of overstimulating and very loud, and while a lot of people enjoy that, some people enjoy it better if they have a little bit of ear protection. I'm certainly one of those people. I didn't get nearly as much footage of the actual ball as I would have liked, but you're going to see a little bit, some photos and whatnot from the night. I really just focused on enjoying the time with my partner, and hanging out with Bosun while I sold Bosun bundles. Bosun had a really interesting reaction to this out-of-tune piano, which is what I'm filming here. This was before the ball, and so he was just kind of goofing around. We both were enjoying some time before we had to get ready. And here's my lovely partner and I all ready, myself at the table, and then some photos of my partner and I with the elder gays. They ended up hanging out with me throughout the night as I manned the table. Overall, I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the next one.